Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Rule the Waves 3. Sorry about that, I had to adjust the microphone a little bit. So, end of last part, we have basically knocked China out of Northeast Asia. And by basically knocked them out, I mean we have, as far as the game is concerned in terms of our ability to actually do that. We are not able to actually take the province of northern China because that is considered a home area, and unfortunately, you're not able to take those over. Technically, you could modify the game files to take them. I don't know how well that would actually work. I think I did it in Rule the Waves 2 in my own time once, and basically just results in the game throwing errors every couple of turns because the country who's supposed to be there tries to do something there, and the game says they weren't able to do it, and so it starts spitting out errors. Let me get my timer started and let's go. So we have already told our guys to plan their invasion of Formosa, and we have already moved, or well, told to move rather, a handful of ships. Not very many. It is 3 battleships. Our actually good battleships, not the crappy Fusos that we started with. 2 Osama armored cruisers, and then 2 Izumi light cruisers, which are, we don't have destroyers yet, so kind of can't do anything else in that regard. So let's go ahead and continue on. We just kind of have to wait, and unfortunately Formosa is probably the extent of where we can invade. And the reason for that is just quite simply that we do not have, we already down to about 50% fuel on these guys. Or, well, endurance rather. But yeah, rather, as I was saying, I don't think we'd actually be able to take over this stuff over here from Formosa. I don't think we have the invasion range, unfortunately. So we're just kind of stuck waiting. Go, there's all the transports, which are going to be easy enough to take care of. You guys, however, I'm going to tell to focus on the armored cruiser because you probably should focus your attention on the thing that's actually going to potentially, maybe theoretically be a threat. Trains 3.88. I believe the max is 10, so theoretically that's like a 38.8% chance to hit. I would think. Of course, that assumes 10 is in fact actually a 100% chance to hit, which it may not be. I do not know. God damn, so many ships firing at the same target. How about you guys just go for the transports, huh? What the hell's this one? There we go. Go for that supposed transport. Can we get a 12-inch hit? There we go, we got a 12-inch hit. And he's still chugging along like nothing happened. 12-inch hit, still chugging along as if nothing happened. May not help that we're firing armor piercing into fairly light, well actually no, 4 inches of belt armor is not the worst thing ever at this point. And I guess in theory we probably need it. Yeah, okay, I guess in theory we technically need to be firing high explosive to have a chance of penetrating. Now, I would love to destroy this for the simple reason that we don't have a lot of ships down here in Southeast Asia, so I kind of have to dissuade them from resisting by destroying all their ships, as many as we can whenever we get the opportunity. Just kill that armored merchant carrier already? There we go, dead in the water. As far as I'm concerned, that means it's dead. You seem to be slowing down quite a bit, my friend. Not doing so hot anymore, are you? You torpedoes weren't such a big threat to us, I would not mind doing a torpedo run on you. But I'm not stupid enough to do that. Unless I, don't care about the ship. So, if we had destroyers, I'd probably do a torpedo run. And the reality is I don't know what kind of torpedo range they have, but I'm gonna assume that it is probably not better than what we have. Oh, okay. It ended up sinking. And yes, we did technically do a torpedo run. Ah, damn it. Internment in a neutral port in Southeast Asia due to mechanical problems. God damn it, both of our armored cruisers did it. Woo! Speaking of destroyers, we just got them. They're not great though. They're only 300 tons. So, yeah, they don't really do much. No cramped accommodations, I refuse to have those. No short range, I refuse to have that as well. Ship is overweight. Well, maybe don't try to slap fucking secondaries on it, eh? That might help. What's can we do? So we took the secondaries off, but we're still overweight. I might... God, this is gonna be slow. I don't know if it's worth it at this point, then. I mean, it probably is, but Jesus, it's slow. We could do the cramped accommodations. How about we don't do centerline mounts? How about we do wing mounts? There we go. 3-inch gun ammo is so freaking light that it does not take up much space. We can do 205 rounds and have a weight of 0 left over. You know what? Screw it. As just an initial design, I can live with this, and hopefully we get, at least a 400-ton destroyer relatively quickly. Because this is not a very good design, honestly. But I think we benefit enough from having something like that we're gonna say, I'll suck it up and live with it. Oops. Gonna send the Tokiwa to Southeast Asia as well because, whoops, we don't have any armored cruisers there anymore. Because the two we had ended up needing to ditch. Let's see, 35 enemy blockade strength of the... Yeah, okay, we don't quite have enough. We need to send more stuff. Let's, you know what, screw it. We'll send the Chiodas as well, I think. Yeah, the Chiodas will do. We need to get enough to be able to invade Formosa. The sooner we can invade Formosa, the better. Why are the minesweepers here? Oh, never mind. This is, never mind. This is a completely different place. This is in Northeast Asia, which, okay, I'm fine with this. I can live with it. Turn around and sail to Weihai Way. You guys go forward. We say it's a destroyer. That doesn't seem accurate. It's, yeah, I was gonna say, that's more of a Corvette type thing. I mean, they might have destroyers. I don't know. They may have beat us to the tech for all I know, but I mean, I kind of doubt it, honestly. I just really don't think they did it for us. They just don't have the budget. No, we can secure even better terms if we crush them completely. A few more months will do it. Let's just go ham and say build me 12 of these. We have 3 months until we get the first Azumo out, and yeah, it's not the Azumo, it is the Yakumo. Because of course it is. It's the Suwa, which is the last of the Shikishimas that we're planning to build, I think, because I think we can probably do something better if we go to Britain. Hey Britain, can I have a brand new one? The Sagama. Still the same 15,000 tons. Yeah. How do you feel about that? That up to the max. 400 guns there. Still on local fire control. You disappoint me, Britain. You disappoint me significantly. You know what? It's actually not nearly as much of an improvement as I was expecting. It really isn't. Well, I mean, I guess it is, you know. We go from 18 to 20. Do I want to do that? Because goddamn is that expensive. Maybe we just aim for a 19, eh? 20 knot battleship at this point sounds kind of nice, to be honest. Fortunately, it's one of those, you know, God. Well, so this thing has a stupid amount of armor. It's basically impenetrable to most guns. You'll have to high explosive or torpedo it to death, realistically, unless you hit places, you know, like belt extended and upper belt and deck extended and the deck. But you know, if you're only going to be hitting the belt, it's basically impenetrable at this point, because the reality is nobody has guns that are capable of penetrating 12 inches of belt armor. It's just not possible at this point. But unfortunately, I'm kind of disappointed with Britain's ship design. It's not really as much of an improvement as I was expecting. And France is a smaller shipyard, so I don't want to go to there. And I highly, highly doubt Italy has a better design. I mean, they might, but I highly, highly doubt it. Maybe no, nope. Still not possible. You guys are legitimately worse off than the British. Well, actually, whoops. This is Smaller design. Nope. Yeah. Nope. You're still worse off than the British. So yeah. Okay. Maybe we're not designing a new one, and I guess maybe we will be sticking with the Shikishimas for a bit longer. But I don't know if I'll be building any more. Honestly, just I'm not certain if it's worth it. Cruiser action around the Philippines. Oh, good, we spotted them quickly. What did you guys bring? So why are my light cruisers broken up? I don't know. We're claiming a battleship. I mean, that could be true, but it wasn't very likely. Just gonna say, well, God, it's a risk if we go for the torpedo run strategy on this thing. And again, our issue is that if we take any significant damage, we're gonna have to intern at a neutral port, which I'm not a fan of. So, gotta try to keep damage to the bare minimum. Well, at least for our stuff. Annoyingly, he is 20 knots, which is the same speed as our stuff. So, we're going to have the issue of closing the distance until we've done damage. Getting some hits in, and I think we might have hit his engine room or something, because he is significantly slowing down. Don't think you have an arc yet. We need to do like 2 more ticks. And you already fired your torpedo. He turned just enough to avoid being hit before, I guess, his engine completely failed. That didn't hit. That is very annoying. I absolutely hate when that happens. Come on. I know we haven't done the torpedo training, even though that's probably actually a better idea in some ways than gunnery. Just because of how crap our guns are going to be, realistically. But there we go. See? He's dead in the water. He's taken 2 torpedoes. I'm frankly surprised he hasn't actually been considered sunk yet, but ships can be a bit slow to actually sink. So we can give him the benefit of the doubt there, I guess. Torpedo. Torpedoes in the game, I guess considers him to still potentially be salvageable, which is just not true in the slightest. Because theoretically, unless they have something else, which, I mean, is a possibility, I guess. But I don't know where. I don't want to, leave until he has actually been sunk. I get 5 torpedoes. There we go. Okay, they probably have some civilian ships or something in the ports up there, but don't care enough about those. We're going to go ahead and sail off into the sunset, or, well, yeah, into the sunset. And just kind of wait, because this was theoretically supposed to take 800, time lapsed. And it ended up only being like 300 in all. Yep, too far apart. What else did they have? Yep, some loan transport. Wonderful. Our guys finally decided we have enough to launch the invasion of Formosa. Once we take that, that'll help us out significantly in terms of being able to actually, have ships here. Because currently we have 0 base capacity. Once we take that, we'll have some. I don't know how much. Well, I don't think the game will tell me here. Yeah, I don't think the game will tell me how much base capacity that one place gives me. What the hell happened to their fleet? I mean, I know it's tiny, but damn. Oh, okay. Apparently they have a battleship in Northeast Asia. That's where it is. I'm assuming it's in reserve fleet or mothballed or something because it's not showing here, and I'm pretty sure the game counts reserve fleet stuff here, so I'm more inclined to say it's been mothballed. Probably because they can't actually afford it. Maybe not. I guess we'll see if this is another Corvette. It probably is. I don't think they're going to have us fight the battleship with light cruisers. It's dead. Well, I say almost dead. I mean, I don't think we've really landed very many hits, but it's just a Corvette. Even if it is a big Corvette, it's not going to do particularly great. Why do you got to turn at the last second, buddy? It's not like I'm planning to torpedo run you or anything, even though it's probably not really needed, but hey, why not? We took Formosa. Didn't take very long. Literally a single turn. And that gives us a base capacity of 100, more than enough to meet our current requirements. And, yep, we can reach Hong Kong, but we're not over with the British, thankfully. But we don't have the ability to reach Guangzhou Wan and Hainan. So to take those, if we are going to take them in this war, that's going to have to be part of the peace treaty. So that's very annoying, but oh well, what can you do? In theory, they should not attempt to resist us anymore, and hopefully now this will be enough to trigger them to realize, okay, I guess maybe we should accept peace. Ooh, the game gave us one of our crappy battleships, so they might actually have their battleship here, which is not going to be fun if that is the case. Also, we are way off from the correct heading. You guys just do cruising speed. No need to rush. Enemy ship spotted. What is it? I mean, they don't have much here. It's either a transport or the battleship, one of the two. And it looks to be the battleship, so that's going to be a fun fight. Although it's not a good battleship, right? 411-inch, actually that's a better design than what they had before, at least. Of course, that's not very hard to beat. What they had before was absolute garbage. Wing turrets. Solely wing turrets, actually, even, is the big thing. Literally not a single centerline turret. Freaking keyboard. What is he doing? doing? Oh, did we break his rudder already? That didn't take very long. Oh, well, they fixed it pretty quickly, it seems. So, I don't know, I guess good job, China. You managed to at least fix the rudder relatively quickly after we broke it. Assuming we broke it, that's the thing. I don't actually know if we did break it. They may have just been going in circles trying to avoid us or something. This is actually pretty damn fast. Ooh. Torpedo, but it missed. Damn. You know what? I won't complain too much if the Fuji gets sunk. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really not. It is such a crap design. I would prefer for it not to be, but it's considering how crap it is, I am willing to let it happen if it were to happen, and I would not shed a tear. I think we broke the rudder again, but they fixed it pretty quickly. Stop turning when I'm just about to be in a position to launch a torpedo. There we go, dead in the water. You guys, head to Tsingtao. Max speed, because you're not doing so hot. And I don't expect us to actually, complete the objective, to be honest. But you know what? We sunk their only battleship, so I'm happy with that. Why did it take 2 torpedoes? I'm pretty sure the first one already hit, the one from the lead ship. In Matsushima, the Izumi only fired a single torpedo, or at least it should have only fired a single torpedo. I don't know. I don't even know. But whatever. That's dead in the water. It has taken 2 torpedoes. It ain't getting back up anytime soon. Let's go ahead and deal with the transports. That is a small transport, but it is 900 tons, so it should qualify. Wonderful. I think the battleship was in range. I was about to say, I think it might be within range. And now we just kind of see if there's maybe other things that we can sink in the area, but probably not. Light rain. Doesn't seem to be anything else down here. I say that, but we don't exactly have the greatest vision during night, but... well, not night, but during rain, rather. But, okay. Well, we actually did manage to complete the objective this time, which is a pretty significant step up. Usually we don't. And that's partly just because China doesn't really have the ships to allow it. We can send the light cruisers out towards Kanyu just to see. But I think Kanyu might be too far away from the objective marker anyway. God, that is not going to be a fun thing for them. The Yakumo has been commissioned. Needs to finish its workup, but I'm going to like these brand new armored cruisers of ours. I'm really going to love them. I was about to say, how are they going to fight that? Zumo has entered service. Okay, Kazes have a while to go. You know what? I'm thinking... let's get another Zumo out. That way we have 4 of them. Coastal Raid, come on. Anti-war demonstrations in China. Go. Oh, just to double check. France, how are you doing? Okay, you're still pissed off at China. Wonderful. I'm surprised you haven't gone to war with them. Not that I want you to, but I'm still surprised that you haven't. Holy shit, we got an 18 value. I only need 6, game. Um I don't know if it was ever confirmed if leftover value gets turned into reparations. I believe it does. Okay, we have lost quite a bit of our budget. We're going to go ahead and scrap the Fusos. Oh, god damn it. You want me to have 7? Oh, mate, they can wait a little while. I don't have the money to afford right now to build 3 more. I'm going to do it, but I don't really have the money. So we're going to have to basically reserve fleet the entire fleet. Or at least what we can. East Asia, come home. Pause a bunch of this stuff because we don't have the money. We can drop the budget or the research budget to 10%. And okay. Also, ending that war basically reset relations with Russia. Wonderful. And this basically gives us control of what we want. We don't really need to deal with China going forward. We probably will just because they're there and we'll just take war reps from them in the future. And those should generally be fairly short wars because they just do not have the ability to resist us. But yeah. Now the reality is, annoyingly, because Spain lost the Philippines, the only expansion opportunities we have right now involve going to war with Britain or France, basically. Or, Russia if we wanted to take Sakhalin. But I'm not interested in going to war with Russia right now unless I get an alliance with a European power. Preferably Britain. Please, Britain, give me an alliance. I will love you for it. Woot. We now have negative quality to 12-inch guns of our own. Should be noted, because they're -2, they're crap. We can't upgrade them. That's the main thing when it comes to these. I mean, they're not in the home area. I could have sworn I told you guys to come home, but apparently I didn't. Everybody come home to Northeast Asia. You guys coming home. Okay, I don't know why I can't bring the Chiotas home. Game apparently does not like it. Yes, we clearly need to invade South Korea to, bring peace to the violent forces in the country, yada yada yada. Kaigan Daisa Kamase, unassigned, has been implicated in a scandal involving copious amounts of champagne and an admiral's daughter. Well, you know what? You're not important. The Navy cannot be a hotbed for scandals. Have the CAD cashiered. Did we take... Apparently we didn't take South Korea. I don't know why. Why didn't we take South Korea? I don't know why we didn't take it, but apparently we didn't take it. So, whatever. Destroyers are more or less all done. Help us out quite a bit when it comes to our budget. Really, I don't have enough ships on foreign station. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I didn't realize it. Okay, apparently I need like at least one more of our foreign station ships. So we'll build one more and have the Onebi go back to Southeast Asia. It's it's being handled. Got the Naval Academy. This is going to cost us money, but we're going to do it. It's $90 a month. But this will increase the number and the quality of our officers. Which is, helpful. No, our agreement with France expired and they did not offer to renew it. That sucks. Woot. Okay, that means these new destroyers that we just built, yeah, they're already due to be replaced. Water tube boilers, lighter machinery for destroyers. Only destroyers, should be noted. But that is an improvement. We might actually be able to build a better 300-ton destroyer. Not by much, mind you, but the main thing is that they're going to at least have speed, unlike the old ones, which didn't. Although it doesn't look to be a significant improvement, honestly. It's really not that significant of an improvement. It looks to be about 1 knot. Which I don't think is worth building a whole new class right now. We can stop having our spies work in China. That'll save us a bit of money as well. Lose a tiny amount of money each month. Hopefully this will also help to encourage them to decide to give me a bit more money. Spain is seeking improved relations with us due to rising tensions with the US. Really? Okay, I guess. But Spain, you got nothing for me. And you're not really a powerful enough European power to be useful in a war against Russia, honestly. At least in my opinion, I don't think you are. I would prefer Germany, Britain, or France when it comes to a European ally to deal with Russia. Britain, just because they're OP. Germany has stuff in the Baltic, so they actually have a reason to station ships there, which will significantly deter the Russians from bringing ships to Northeast Asia and probably even sending stuff back to Europe to provide assistance. And, France isn't a bad number 3. And France is literally my third pick there. They don't quite have the, geographic advantage of Germany when it comes to dealing with Russia, but, they don't have a bad fleet. Germany's not doing so hot when it comes to their tech. They're behind. That's fine in a war against Russia, but they're not doing so hot. I'm going to say we should avoid foreign entanglements unless you have a good ally. You have very low tensions with Germany, but you don't have an alliance with them, so it's not exactly interesting. Also, the US is allied to France, so if you get in a war with the US, I'm also going to have to fight France, which I don't really feel like fighting with just you. Yes, I will gladly buy that. Thank you very much. Better torpedoes are always nice. Zuma commissioned, wonderful. The US comes to me and says, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, we just heard Spain wanted an alliance with you. How about making one with us since you declined them? And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. An alliance with the US opens up the potential for an alliance with France if we go to war with Russia. Again, the game supports multi-level alliances. We go to war with Russia, the US joins us. France having an alliance with the US, hopefully still at the time in which we go to war with Russia, will result in France's relations with Russia deteriorating, and eventually they'll join the war as well. They'll then proceed to say, hey, since we're fighting the same enemy, maybe we should get an alliance together, and so we can formalize an alliance with France as well. Again, France is my number 3 pick when it comes to an ally for fighting Russia, and I don't really care about the US when it comes to fighting Russia because they're not really in a position to provide any real assistance, but they give me a potential alliance with France, so I'm willing to, take it for now. This will decrease our budget as well, which is a bit annoying, but we'll live. And in fact, actually our monthly balance went up. Even though it technically decreased our budget and also decreased tensions, although for some reason it pissed off France. Why the hell did France get upset? You literally have an alliance with them. You know what? Screw it. Sure, whatever. France got upset that the US has an Asian side piece or something. Yes, embarrass Spain. I don't really care to fight Spain because they don't have the Philippines, but whatever. Damn, trouble reaching design speed. We'll survive, but that's annoying. Zuma finished the workup. Okay, and we just kind of keep going. There we go. Weight savings on hull. That's always helpful. But we're still playing catch up on our dock size. Okay. I don't care for 9-inch guns all that much, but getting it will help take it out of the research queue, basically. And it's relatively cheap. 3,400. That's not that bad. I may want to pause the Sagami for a little bit to cover the cost, but it's not a bad purchase. I don't think anybody has 9-inch guns. Oh, well, the Fusos do, but, those are already -2, so I can't upgrade them anyway. But I don't really use 9-inch guns. I'm more of a 10 for armored cruisers, 5 for light cruisers, and then, 12, 14, maybe 16 for a battleship and battle cruiser. I don't generally use 9-inch guns personally, but again, it takes it out of the research queue is the main thing. One of our cruisers has run aground on the shore of a minor nation, Korea, as I guess we'll say. Well, maybe the Philippines. We'll blame it on the Philippines. Not that it allows us to invade them, but it doesn't matter. Demand that they release it and send a strong squadron to underpin the point. Or to underline the point, rather. Setbacks on trying to reach the Woot. Wonderful. That's helpful as well for our budget. Still having issues with the improved turret construction. Why is France getting pissed at us? France, don't make me do this. We're both buddies with the US. I don't want to fight you. We're going to say it would be best to avoid a war right now, but prepare for future conflicts. Unfortunately, I don't think the US would join me if I declare the war on France. I would need France to basically be the aggressor there. Um, yeah, no, I need the budget. Thank you. The budget's a little too important. Revolution in a Chinese province has left some of our nationals stranded. What do we do? Well, I guess we're going to go and bombard the capital. Of course, that pisses everybody off. I didn't do anything wrong. I just attempted to naval bombard with very inaccurate guns. You come back to Northeast Asia. Thank you very much. Now, I would love to active fleet you guys again if I can afford it. Not really. The Foosers are going to go reserve fleet, however, because they're straight up garbage. Simmer down, France and rest of Europe. I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, slope deck armor, that's helpful. Woot! Government sponsoring of heavy industry increases dock size. Improved smokeless powder, that's helpful. New docks completed. At least one more. I mean, what are the dock sizes of everybody else? We're at 14,500, Germany's at 12, Britain's at 15, France is 14, Russia's 13, America's 11, Italy's still 15, Spain is 11, and China's 8. Okay, everybody else doesn't really seem to be building up their shipbuilding industry all that much. Personally, I'm probably going to keep building it up until about 50,000, and then that's when I'll quit it. Germany came. You know what, Germany, I'd love to be your friends, so I'm not going to take the prestige hit, but we're happy to have hosted these fine ships with their friendly crews. While people in Java, well, someone must shoulder the burden and guarantee order in these cases. Send a force. Is taking Java important? Not really. Java doesn't have anything. And where's oil right now? Sumatra, Venezuela, Austria-Hungary, Burma, Eastern US, Gulf Coast, Western US, and Western Russia. So nowhere that we can take control of. Unfortunately. So that doesn't help us in the slightest. China's getting uppity again. Might have a quick war with them if they keep going as they are. Kaigen Daisa Goto of the 1st Light Cruiser Division, below average, has left his wife and moved in with an actress of somewhat tarnished reputation. The scandal is the talk of the capital and all over the gossip columns. Well, you know what? He's not that great. He's below average, so we cannot tolerate scandalous behavior that will sully the reputation of the Navy. Have him cashiered. Yes. Rate of fire improvements for double turrets. And gradual increase in shell damage is always nice as well. Better accuracy. Still having issues figuring out how to build a slightly larger destroyer. God damn it, France. Did you break your alliance with the US? Until you break your alliance with the US, I'm going to just try to avoid war with you, but I'll take the slight tension and budget improvements. Of course, the reason we're getting these colonial crises with France is probably because we're right next door. Oh, yes. Oh, well, no, excuse me. Yes, I want this. One of our major arms manufacturers wants to enter a technology sharing agreement with a company in the US. Yes, cooperation will benefit both our nations. Mostly me. Any further cuts in the naval budget are unacceptable considering the tense international situation, which I just made worse by saying that the situation is tense. Yes, meeting the army is top priority. Okay, we narrowly won an even but unspectacular game. Yes. We benefits our naval gun manufacturing. Can I maybe get negative 12? Or excuse me, negative 1 12-inch guns off of them? That would be wonderful. Oh, no. I'm sorry. This was clearly our fault. Or, well, rather, it was an unfortunate incident, but nobody was at fault. I'll take the prestige hit. I don't want to upset the U.S. We rely on them too much. You want 2 additional battleships. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. I will try to give you 1 more battleship. Should only be 1 more. Yep, there we go. And I just barely have the budget to do it. Also, I can get rid of one of these Fusos now, which will save us a little bit of money as well. Can't get rid of you, though, because, again, you want me to have 7. So I have to wait 5 turns for the next one to be done. Italy and Russia sign an alliance. Wonderful. No, thank you. I literally just ordered the last one I wanted. If I knew you were going to offer me this, I would have said... I wouldn't have done that, but... oh well. I don't have the budget for it right now. No. Sorry, Germany. New docks completed. Wonderful. That means in theory we could build our Shikishimas ourselves. We would have to design a new battleship that actually is the same as our Shikishimas. But theoretically we could. Oh, god damn it. Shoot. We're gonna blame this all on Russia. The freedom of the seas is threatened by the imperialistic ambitions of Russia. Yes. Longer gun barrels. We finally have the ability to develop -1 11 and 12-inch guns. We just need to, actually get that part. I don't know how good this guy is. B. Sagami has collided with a new ocean liner and will be in dockyard hands for some months. It seems the incident was caused by an ill-judged maneuver by Kaigen Daisa Shoji. What should we do? Well, obviously we should do a court of inquiry. Stick spies into Russia. Oh, god damn it, everybody calm down. Oh, one of our important dignitaries has been assassinated by a group of anarchists, apparently supported by Russia. What action would you recommend? We're going to send them an ultimatum. Yes, torpedo launchers are more accurate, and there we go. War with Russia. Surprise attack. Oh, God. Got 7 minutes left. This is not going to be fun. Yes, mobilize all ships. Okay, and it's here. So, our objective is basically a coastal raid objective. Sink at least 2 ships, 500 tons or more within 100 nautical miles of this. Here's the thing, though. We need to sink their battleships. So those are the big priority. Need to, take this off. Tell these guys not to just needlessly fire their torpedoes just because they feel like it. I don't care if it makes you feel good. You can't be firing your torpedoes just because. is this. We need to try to do this as quickly as possible as well. That's the other thing that needs to be noted. Because their ships are going to try to come back up. And annoyingly, we're doing this at night. So I don't know what the hell we have. That's a big ship. It might be a battleship. It might not be. But we're going to have a hard time identifying stuff for a little bit. You're going to turn around. I don't need the corvettes, thank you very much. Oh shit, wonderful. Those are our fancy Azumas. I call them fancy, but they're really not. You know what? Screw it. You got... nope, that is in fact just a transport. Don't care for that. Find the battleships. We need to torpedo them, preferably before they get moving. Found them. Shit, they're already moving. Quickly. Torpedo. Ended up not making impact. Fire another. That missed as well. So this is a surprise attack. Now, annoyingly, because we don't have centerline torpedo tubes, it's a little bit harder to, you know, get torpedoes onto... Oh shit, did we actually... No, that was our guy that sunk, I think. So we need to try to do as much damage as we can before they're able to react, and destroying the battleships is the main target. Because battleships are still the important piece of equipment right now. You've taken 2 torpedoes, you're not having a fun time, I can say that with confidence. So you're going to go for the Imperator Peter. Missed. So we may only get... okay, good, that one hit. Not gonna get quite as much damage on the battleships as I would have liked. I think that's actually a corvette, is it? You claim it is, but... oh, no, I guess it is. You just took 2 torpedoes. We say you're sinking. I don't think that's true. Okay, so we have significantly damaged 1. It's still capable of moving. So we're going to try to get in there and get another torpedo off on it before it really gets underway. You don't have an arc. Oh, and it just literally died in the water. Need to move just a little bit closer in, guys, seriously. 1 more just to seal the deal. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Okay, battleship up here. Try to escape. Damn, you're Actually, surprisingly quick for a battleship, it feels like. Torpedo on that side. We don't have torpedo reload, so our guys don't, you know, get those advantages for our above water tubes, at least. Break off. You fire another torpedo as well. He turned off on that one. Okay, you guys turn around. You're taking a little too much damage. Oh. Before you sink, if you have it. Nope, damn it. Don't have a firing solution. There's my timer. This is going to be a bit of a long part because we need to finish this battle. It's the armored cruisers. There they are. I was like, they don't seem to be moving. Or at least, you know, not moving quite as quickly as I would like. Now, one thing that should be noted, Russia may have, you know, actually viable torpedoes that I need to worry about when it comes to things like range and speed and all that jazz. So we need to watch out for that. Oof. You guys just sailed right into a bunch of battleships. Is he really just gonna, like, go right towards me like that? Oh shit, he's like trying to charge me. That didn't hit. That's a shame. That would have hurt if it hit. Yep, Shigashima just took a torpedo. I kind of expected that when I made that turn. I was thinking, yeah, he's probably going to get a torpedo. And lo and behold, I was right. Reality is their battleships are not that great. I think even their, you know, best one that they have is just not that great. Do we have the information for their battleships? What is your most recent design? Looks to be this one. 17 knots, so it's actually still slower than our shit. Oh, God, that would have been a good hit if it hit. That's not gonna be able to make contact. You guys need to turn off so you don't interfere with the armored cruisers attempting to get a torpedo run in. I don't think that hit. Didn't hit either. Battleships, you guys need to turn a little. Shima needs to deal with its flotation damage. Well, we finally sunk 2 ships. Officially. There we go. How'd you take 2 torpedo hits? I don't know how you took 2 torpedo hits, but apparently you did. And I'm gonna say that did not actually happen as you say it did, game. Damn it. Those light cruisers just turned off, and... Okay, he just straight up disappeared. I don't know if he happened to be within range and the game allowed him to teleport into port or what the deal was there. Damn it, he's on the wrong side for you guys to be able to launch torpedoes. Well, at least we have eyes now. Deal with your flotation damage. Armored cruisers break off, light cruisers move in. You need to get just a little bit in front. Not quite enough in front, apparently. Did I give you guys 4 torpedo? I did. Not that I think that's particularly helpful, but apparently I did give you 4 torpedo tubes. Oh. Now you should be far enough. No, really? Really, that's not far enough ahead to launch a torpedo. Oh, okay, I think you just launched it. And it missed. Just took a hit. Yep, 6-inch shell. Still not far enough ahead. I think you should be. And you just launched your torpedo. Will it hit? Nope, it missed. Looks like, depending on if some of those battleships were able to just kind of teleport into port because they're close enough, we may have sunk 2 or 3. I don't know what's all out here. I'm assuming these are probably just transports and corvettes and stuff. God, you guys are really badly damaged when it comes to your engine. Come on, get on the side, on the coast side, so that he's forced to turn away from the coast. There we go. There we go. He's in position to launch a torpedo. I don't think we're really landing 4-inch, or excuse me, our 12-inch guns. Sim south. Torpedo, but I'm not a fan of that. Okay, he's on fire. Missed, because of course it did. That one missed as well. Casa, come down. Damn, battleships, or excuse me, destroyer sunk. Yeah, okay, these are just a bunch of transports and shit. Shikishima, you still haven't dealt with your flotation damage. I need you to take care of that. Lead off from the Kasuga. Should have another torpedo for all I know. Oh my god, guys cannot aim their freaking torpedoes if their lives depended on it. And in some cases, it kind of does. There we go. Finally a hit, and he's dead in the water. And of course, you take dead in the water to mean you need to turn off so that you don't have a great shot. There we go. 2 torpedoes there. Let's go ahead and finish off a bunch of these corvettes, the rest of the fleet. Ooh, shit, that's not a good place to be. Let's basically tell most of our guys to turn back to port except for some of the lighter stuff. Well, I say lighter stuff, the armored cruisers and things like that. Just so we can try to sink some more. Because we're going to have to wait a little while for the US to even potentially get some of their forces over here. Realistically, it's going to be a little while. Finish off this light cruiser, and then I want to say once that light cruiser is dealt with, as far as I'm concerned, we're good to go. Kind of getting the feeling we might lose the Shikishima just because it's taken so long for them to deal with their flotation damage that they're taking. Yep, we just lost the Kasuga, unfortunately. That sucks. Because I'm pretty sure this is one of our... Yep, that was one of our brand new Azumos. But that's what happens when you take a torpedo. You try not to take torpedoes. This can go down to cruising speed to maximize time on target, without needing to constantly turn. Go ahead, try to pick everybody up, all the survivors we possibly can. Outspeeding us. I'm going to say if we do 15 knots, we're probably okay. Do 16, just try to overtake them. Just keep picking up survivors. A whole bunch of Russian prisoners. after this, which is surprising because I don't really think that we should have a ton. Really, that torpedo did not do that much damage. That one missed. Cruising speed. Go down to cruising speed. Ah. Oh, and he's dead in the water. Okay, everybody, let's... Squadron Max, sail home. Try to stay away from the coastline because there are coastal defenses there. Just kind of sail out into the wider ocean, I think, is probably the best. And just go to fast speed. Nope, you guys don't go to screen, thank you very much. Oh, that poor Corvette. Also, you mind telling me how they have a 200-ton Corvette, considering you can only build these during wartime and the war literally just started? There's no way in hell they had an opportunity to build any of these, and they're not at war with anybody else, so... How? Seriously, how? How the hell do they have 200-ton Corvettes? Yeah, sure, go ahead and pick up survivors, why not? Scenario time limit reached. Okay, we sunk 3 battleships, heavily damaged 1, we lost 1 battleship in exchange. Sunk an armored cruiser, a light cruiser, 3 destroyers, 2 corvettes, and 2 auxiliaries, those would be the transports. In exchange, like I said, we lost 1 battleship, 1 armored cruiser, and 6 destroyers, so that's not the greatest trade, honestly, in terms of ships, in my opinion. It's not the worst. It could certainly have been significantly worse, but it's... I mean, math-wise, ship loss differential is, 6,593 in our favor. So this is not a great start to the war for them. It's a free 4,000 points for us right out of the gates, but losing a battleship hurts. It really does. It also actually somewhat evens the playing field in Northeast Asia. Let's see, what is our intel claim they have? Our intel claims that all they have left here are 10 battleships. Which sounds like a load of bull. I really don't think that's accurate. I highly doubt they have 10 battleships in Northeast Asia and nothing else. But we can check the almanac. Yeah, supposedly they have 20 armored cruisers, and our intel claims that they have 10 of those in the Baltics. Okay, they got 3 in the Indian Ocean. 1 off the west coast of South America. That math doesn't quite add up. Why do they have a significant fleet in the Mediterranean? There's 3 more. Okay, so 3, 6. Where was the other ones? 9. That'd be 19 there. There's one armored cruiser somewhere that I don't have count on. Might be mothballed or something for all I know. Because, yeah, those are light cruisers supposedly in the North Pacific. So this evens the playing field, which is great because we kind of need the U.S. to bring some stuff over. But they don't have a large navy. Well, that's not true. They got a decent-sized navy. You know, their fleet tonnage is larger than ours. And together against Russia, we're about even. But I don't think they're going to send a bunch of stuff here. I really don't. I don't... Yeah, unfortunately, the game won't tell me what America's fleet capacity is here. But they do get a little bit of ours. I don't know the amount off the top of my head, but they do get a little bit of whatever our base capacity is to be able to use for their own ships. But yeah, I don't think they're going to bring enough help. We really need... Please tell me you still have your alliance with the... Yes, okay, I was about to say. Okay, so yeah, they still have their alliance with the French. So hopefully, we just kind of have to last long enough for relations between France and Russia to sour. Once they sour enough, France will join the war on our side. And when that happens, Russia's going to have to either dedicate more troops to Europe, or if they decide to focus all their efforts in Asia, France can bring ships over here, and even though they don't technically have base capacity in the Baltics, they could theoretically bring a couple of ships into the Baltics and blockade Russia. We'll see how this goes. We do obviously want to try to take Sakhalin. We do not have the ability to take the Russian Far East. That is, again, a home area. But once we take Sakhalin, we have officially taken ownership of all of Northeast Asia, or at least the parts of it that can be taken, with the exception of Korea. Because apparently we didn't actually take South Korea before, and I don't know why. Usually you get in if you know your attempt to go in and bring peace to the unrest fails, you get an event or something that, you know, basically tells you you went in and failed, and, you know, it brought a mockery to your admiralty or whatever. But yeah, no, that didn't happen. I didn't see the event pop for that, so it just kind of poofed out of existence. But those guys to to trade protection, not torpedo protection. That's a weird thing. You know what? Better armor has been invented, so I think we're going to look into building a brand new... How big are the Azumos? They're 8,000. Damn, those are tiny. Those are tiny. We are going to do 9-inch guns. I am going to say that right now. We are going to do 9-inch guns there. Just because we do have the ability to have -1s. So, you know, rare exception to my general rule of not using 9-inch guns. No, I think we're still going to stick with Victorian turret designs game. Well, it could be if I mean, gotta remember, guns are crap at this point in the game. They really are. You don't need tons of armor. Max out those secondaries as much as we can. Give me all the ammo. Now, the annoying thing is that this, you know, this will take a little over 2 years. This is basically building a battleship without the benefits of a battleship. Which is one of the reasons why I'm just not sure if this is the design I want to go for. We might just go for 5-inch belt armor and see if we can sneak in like a 10,000 ton or something. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. And I don't want to get rid of the submerged torpedoes because they are technically useful right now. You know what? No matter what we do, this is going to be a big-ass ship. So, probably doesn't really matter, does it? Four and a half inches of belt armor is fine. Let's do a 21 knot speed. So a slight improvement in speed compared to the Azumos, but not significant. Actually, this design is technically doable. Ship is slightly overweight. They'll sink a bit faster if, they come under fire, but it doesn't give us the leeway for upgrading the fire control. Hopefully soon, so I don't know if I want to do this. Oh, so no, can't. That's not going to make a significant change. Could just take guns away, I guess. We'll go to a 20 gun. 20 gun casemates because it's... Well, actually, no, we don't even need to do casemates if we go down to 20 guns. So, you know what? This I'm fine with. This I'm fine with. Let's go ahead, save this. This is the Kasuga. In memory of the Kasuga that got sunk. Why are you in workup? I don't know what I'm scrapping you. Nope, never mind, can't. Still need 18 months. Especially because I lost one of my battleships. Did I? No, I didn't. Yes, I did, yes. Because I lost one of my battleships, I am not able to scrap you now. I have to wait, annoyingly. Let's improve our shipyards a little bit with a little bit of extra money that we got. Do I want to do this? Magnetic pistols on torpedoes. They do more damage, but they're more likely to be duds. Honestly, considering our dud rate, I don't think that's going to make a big difference. I'd rather have the torpedoes do a lot of damage when they do hit. So let's go ahead and implement that now as well. So yeah, that's going to be it for this part. This part went, oh, goddamn, almost half an hour over. Partly because of that surprise attack, which I didn't want to decline, because if I declined it, we wouldn't be able to, do it next turn. And it's just too good of an opportunity to pass up. Oh well. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this part. I will see you all next time. We are now at war with Russia. And, I mean, we're going to be relying on France, hopefully intervening at some point in the future. But we're going to take Sakhalin via invasion, and then the rest of our stuff is going to be from a... it's going to be war reps at the end of this. And actually, they're at war with... Or, excuse me, they're allied with Italy, so France will probably station troops in the Mediterranean, actually. Which I'd be okay with that as well. I'd be okay with that. If they don't go for Russia, I can survive if they do a good job in the Mediterranean, at least. But that's going to be a little while. Well, tensions are high with Italy, so maybe it doesn't take that long. They go to war with Italy, they end up at war with Russia. They then say, hey, Japan, you're allied with America, and you're at war with Russia. How about we become friends? That might actually not be a bad option as well. Either way, France will hopefully intervene at some point, and that'll help us out significantly. Unfortunately, we don't have submarines to help us as well. Those are still in the works. And when I say in the works, we don't even have the first, we haven't even unlocked the tech, the research area for those. But hopefully we get that soon. We are off to a good start. We have about double the victory points over Russia because of that. If we hadn't lost a battleship, it would be even better odds for us. But unfortunately, we lost a battleship, which sucks because they have more than us by a significant margin. They have like 4 times the battleships as us. Also, just double check, did the U.S. join the war already? I'm assuming no. No, they haven't, and their relations with Russia haven't soured enough yet. If they don't join immediately next turn, I should be able to... Well, if they don't join of their own volition, I can tell them, hey, join or else. They may tell me to pound sand at the or else, but hopefully they don't, if they don't join voluntarily, which, I mean, they should. They have the ability to threaten Russia if they do join voluntarily, if they fight alongside me. So yeah, I mean, all in all, it's going to be a while until France intervenes if they end up intervening on our side. And first step to that is getting the US to join us. So we'll see how this goes. I will see you all next time. Until then, quick reminder, if you enjoy the content on the channel, major way to support the channel is to go and support it via Patreon. There's a link to that down below in the description. If you want to stay up to date with channel happenings, highly recommend you join my Discord server. Link to that as well in the description. But I'll see you all next time. Till then, goodbye and farewell.